I developed dry eye about 2 years ago, and my sister, who's an optometrist, tried to help me with it. We tried many prescription drugs, drops, everything. Nothing seemed to help much.
I had eyelid inflammation, loss of eyelashes. I tried various different things, eye drops, changing my eye makeup, nothing worked.
My eyes were cracked, dry, bleeding. I had swelling on my face.
Eyelid inflammation, blepharitis, dry eye, ocular rosacea. These are our common disorders that are often overlooked or underdiagnosed. And I think the reason for that is we really haven't had good treatment options until recently.
Claridex is a completely different treatment method. In the past, we would use warmth, we would use antibiotics, we would use lid scrubs. We didn't really have a therapeutic option. We had options that would clean up the mess, but we didn't have an option that would get to the heart of the problem. With Claridex, we've got an option that gives us the heart of the problem and makes the treatment much quicker and more effective.
Patient response to Claridex has been incredible, as normally we will fight the disease for 3, 4, or 5 months. With Claridex, we are getting immediate results within 3 or 4 days normally.
When I recommend Claridex to my patients, I'm really confident. I know it's going to help them.
In my patients with ocular rosacea or blepharitis, I confidently recommend Claridex and expect excellent results.
After using Claridex and having its magic work on my face, I went from having people gasp when they looked at me to receiving compliments about how beautiful my skin was. My skin was porcelain again, and it was amazing. I gained my self-confidence back.
I was introduced to Claridex. Once I took it, like all the symptoms went away.
Finally went to the eye doctor. He prescribed me Claridex, and within a matter of weeks, I saw a lot of improvement, and then in months, we saw a lot of eyelash regrowth.
After going through 2 years of trying every kind of medication known to man, and then having surgery, and that not helping very much, finding just a little tiny wipe that helped, relieve most of all the symptoms and everything like that was a godsend.
So what Claridex has done is it takes the most active ingredient of tea tree oil, and that is what actually is helping people with their chronic eyelid disorders.
Claridex is a purified form of tea tree oil. We use it on the eyelids to kill the mites. One of the problems with routine use of tea tree oil is it's quite toxic and irritating. So you can kill the mites, but the lid's not happy either. So Claridex is a purified form of the active ingredient. So when we use Claridex, we get an effective clearing of the mites, but you don't get the secondary irritation. So it's a much more effective way to use the tea tree oil.
I'm very pleased with using Claridex. I think it really helped my eye issues. I mean, going on nearly probably 15 or so years of having eye irritation and rubbing my eyes and eyelash loss, and just to think this was just part of life. And then it was kind of a simple fix. I'm kind of frustrated with myself for not seeking help earlier.
I was desperate, and once I was introduced to the Claridex, it's like all the symptoms are gone. It is amazing.
My eyes have been red since childhood, and since I've been using Claridex, my vision has been cleared, and it's great that I can be able to go out and my eyes are not red, and somebody asks me, why are your eyes red? No one asks me anymore.
Claridex has had a powerful impact on my life because before, I wasn't able to do my job. I wasn't able to do things. Since I started it and my eyes have come back to normal, I've been able to take a new position, a new job. I've moved. I've been able to work every day on a computer again. I have 2 jobs now, technically, that I work, both of them in front of a computer most of the day. So I've been able to get back to kind of having a normal day and a normal life.
Claridex has taken the patient with lid disease to controlling their symptoms to now we have actually eradicated the disease process with just simple, 1 to 2 weeks of consistent use.
Millions of people in the United States have chronic dry eye symptoms, eyelid inflammation, ocular rosacea, or conjunctivitis that is recurrent. And now we've got a product, Claridex, that allows very good success in a very short period of time, and is also safe enough to use long-term for long-term success.
Claridex is different than other treatment because of the way that it works. It directly gets to the mites. It's easy to apply, it's effective at the source of the problem, and so we get an effective treatment.
I would call Claridex the next generation of eyelid treatment because it works. It gets rid of the Demodex and not only works on blepharitis, but also works on acne rosacea. It's a product that works. I'm very excited about that.
I did not expect Claridex to work. I had tried everything under the sun, and I had a little tiny shred of hope, but not much belief. And it worked.
I'm 100% satisfied with Claridex because it resolved my eye issues. I have my eyelashes. I, have a little bit more confidence, and I don't feel like my eyes have aged as much.
There's been nothing else in my life that's had the effect that Claridex has. Nothing.
I haven't had such a profound result with other products as I have had with Claridex.
Claridex, in my mind, is the number one choice for lid disease. Based on the severity, mild, moderate, severe, it still should be the number one choice or the first line of treatment for any lid disease.
Claridex has already changed how I practice and how I treat my patients. And excuse the pun, but it's changed the way I look at my patients as well.
Our goal always is to get to the core of the problem and not just treat the surface layers of the problem. When that opportunity comes and when that opportunity is presented to us doctors, it's quite exciting and can cause quite a paradigm shift in the way we treat our patients. Claridex offers that type of paradigm shift.
I would put a high value on Claridex because I know personally I can't live every day without it, because without it, I wouldn't be able to do my job. I wouldn't be able to work. I wouldn't be able to go out and drive. I mean, driving was a problem for me. And now, I have no problems at all.
I would definitely recommend Claridex to anyone who has dry eyes. I think if you're sitting at home wondering how you can get your eyes to be more comfortable, how you can find the next product that's going to keep your eyes refreshed throughout the day, then you're wasting your time if you're not giving Claridex a chance. It will solve all your problems. You won't have to be going out and buying new eye drops every couple of weeks.
When a doc says, hey, we couldn't solve the problem before, we can now, presuming that you make the correct diagnosis, that's a huge deal. There's very few things in medicine you can say that about.
Claridex, in my mind, has turned out to be the number one choice for treating any lid and lash disease. It has changed my scope of practice from the simple fact that I know that I can treat something easily, efficiently, and the patients are very happy.
You're crazy if you don't look into this product for your practice. That's how good Claridex is.
You should use Claridex because it works. It's a miracle. Claridex truly works. It's soothing. It's amazing. Trust it. Trust your doctor. It works.